Yeah, listening to Jamie Harry there. There's no doubt about it, Jamie. It's a very, very big derby. I'm not sure it's the biggest derby, Jamie. Just calm down a little bit, son. Just, pull the reins in a little bit, Jamie. Okay. talkSPORT Breakfast. Ali, Gabby and Aaron Lennon with you this morning. So the first North London derby. I'm of course joking. Can't wait for it. The season gets underway on Sunday. There is positive news for Spurs and the negative news for Arsenal that they're likely to be without Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice and of course Calafiora, who all Declan's obviously suspended, other two injuries in international week. Here's an interesting one, guys. Does that, because I'll be honest, I thought without those injuries and I would have Arsenal slight favourites, even the games at Tottenham, but now difficult one to call, mate. Where are you on it?
I think that's fair. I'm the same. That's a huge loss for Arsenal. Yeah. And if I'm in that Spurs dressing room, I'm going, lads, look, this is a great chance for us. They're two huge players. Odegaard is, like I said, he's a skipper.
Fantastic, yeah.
And he, like I said, he's not just on the ball. He sets the press. He speeds the tempo up. He slows the game down. He gets them going. And like I said, Rice, he's been phenomenal since he signed there. And to lose them two for this game now, it's like I said, I'm looking at that and going, I fancy Spurs.
What do you think they'll do as Arsenal? Who will come in?
I was looking at it yesterday and I was thinking, well, I think Jorginho will come in. I think he'll come in. But then I said, will he put Sterling in? I think he might put Sterling in.
Ali said that, yeah.
I said yesterday, I think he will.
Yeah, I think he might.
I think he will, because the one thing you're guaranteed, you are going to get one hungry player.
That's what I mean, right? Yeah.
He'll be absolutely jumping at a bit to get raring to go. He wants to go back. He's got a lot to prove. He'll feel.
He's trained hard all this national break as well. I've been seeing the clips on Arsenal social media.
He looks sharp.
He looks sharp.
I'm with you, mate. I think he'll put him in.
I think he'll put him in. But where do you think he'll play him? Do you think he'll play him as a false nine?
I do.
Yeah. I was thinking drop Havertz back here. Yeah.
That's what I think he could do. You're not so sure, though, are you?
No. I'm positive as well. I feel that, but part of me says, what Havertz has done so far, will you want to move him from where he's been used to playing? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Will you want to keep Havertz up there? But I think Sterling can play as a 10. I don't know.
But with
Partey and Jorginho.
Yeah, but with Jorginho, I think he might feel he hasn't got the same legs as Rice, and he might need Havertz in there. He's done it in big games. He likes to put Havertz in there because he gets around the pitch. He works hard as well, and he drops into midfield. So
it's a funny one because we're having this conversation now. If we're having this conversation perhaps last year, I would have been like, do it, because I think Havertz has come in and played that position. I think he's a really intelligent player, and I got a bit of stick because I was going over the top on him genuinely, and I know things didn't really work out for him. I just think he's super intelligent. I really do. I think he's a terrific player. I think he'll score goals, probably not as many goals as an out-and-out centre forward, but he'll score goals. And I think the conversation might have been, it wouldn't have been so much of a loss, but now the fact that we're having this conversation and Havertz is involved in it, I think that's shows just how important he has become to the team. But I want to move on to Tottenham.
Yeah.
And I love watching Tottenham, right? I really do. Love watching them. But I can understand if you're a Spurs fan, you must be pulling your hair out sometimes. Honestly. Right? You must be pulling your... But even last week, mate, or the week before the international break, I'm watching them up in Newcastle.
Yeah.
And I'm watching that second half and I'm thinking, this could be 2 or 3. Yeah. Okay, they totally dominated, but not for the first time. They just kind of let themselves down with a lack of clinical finishing in front of goal and a defensive lapse.
No, 100%. And you look at the Leicester game, the first game of the season, exactly the same.
Brilliant open 45.
The game should have been outside though. The difference is the game's only 1-0. That game should have been 3-0 at half time. Yeah. And we talk about this, and even for me, I watch Spurs and I'm like, oh, it's so frustrating. I'm the same, Ali. I was watching it not last week, before the international break. And at Newcastle, they're battering them. They're all over them. And I'm going, lads, you need to finish this game here. And like you said, they're not putting the game to bed, and you know what it's like in the Premiership now. These other teams will punish you, and they're not even drawing games to go in and getting beat now.
Yeah.
So it's frustrating, and it must be frustrating because all the games so far, I'm looking at it going, they should have 9 points here now.
Well, that's my point, Adam. Gab, we're sitting here saying, and Gab and I were having a laugh about it there. This is the 4th game of the season, right? We're in the 4th, and we're already saying it's a must-win for Man United, and it's a must-win for Arsenal, right? What about Spurs?
Yeah.
I mean, 2 defeats in a row would be a massive blow.
If you're Spurs, are you saying to your players, if you're Rand, for instance, you say, you know what, no Rice, no Odegaard, go and get after Jorginho, because he's a very good player, but get after him, pursue him, Maddison, push up on Thomas Partey and Jorginho. The atmosphere at home, let's get after him.
I think he will be anyway. That's Ange's style. They're going to get after him. Yeah. They're going to go for it. Like you said, there's times where you look at it and I'm going, oh, you're leaving yourself a bit bare here at the back. Do you know what I mean? The fullbacks are both up. Sometimes you're left with just your 2 centre halves.
Yes.
but they're going to get after him, and rightly so. Like you said, 2 massive players out for him, and if they can get the stadium rocking and get
First
that early goal, it's massive.
Tell us, Alan, about the. I mean, you've played a couple of big derbies, obviously, London and Merseyside.
Yeah.
In terms of the emotion when you walk out there, the emotion. What is the big difference between the North London derby and just your normal game?
It's the noise and everything. It's just that whole week, the build up. You can walk down the street, you can get a coffee, and already everyone's talking about it. You can feel it in the air. It's weird how you can feel the energy. It's just different. I was saying it to somebody the other day. I was saying from the warm up, I was coming out for a jog. That's the first time I played in the North London derby, and I remember coming out for the warm up. But normally it's a bit quiet. People are getting in their seats, having a chat, and it was already like, and I'm going, whoa, this is a big one, innit? And that's when I really started to realise how big that game was.
Brilliant, isn't it? That vibe. See, you missed that, don't you?
Yeah, that's.
You just know as well, it's like, even back then, Spurs as well, fighting for top 4.
Yeah.
You knew. It was like we were chasing you, wasn't we? And then we'd always like miss out. Spurs and Everton and Villa fighting for top 4. You knew even them games, you had to get points to keep up there, didn't you?
100%. And I think, and back then there was a time as well when it was Arsenal and us and Spurs going for top 4.
Yes.
So I think it made the rivalry a lot more bitter. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like we're both fighting for that 4th spot. Whereas now Arsenal, to be fair, obviously they're pushing, they're challenging for the league now. I think that's where it's made it slightly different now.
Can I quickly ask you about last season when Spurs were playing Manchester City and all the fans want them to lose to stop Arsenal winning the title? And the gaffer was fuming, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Where was you sat in that? Because Jamie was like, I want my team to lose, you know?
Look, I know what the fans are like. And then I can get both sides of it.
Yes.
I'm half sat on the fence. I was like,
when Son ran through,
go on. Oh, he's missed.
Unlucky, good effort.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.